good evening, or perhaps good night, wherever you are. Welcome to Somnus Sagas, where we weave quiet tales, stories of the past, designed to carry you gently towards sleep. Tonight, we drift back, slowly, to the 14th century, to a world of narrow streets, flickering candlelight, and the simple routines of daily life during the time of the Black Death. There's no hurry here. Just let your body settle, let your breathing slow, as we wander into the past. If you find peace in these calm stories, these soothing journeys through history, consider liking and subscribing to Somnus Sagas. Your support helps us create more tales, more quiet moments to guide you toward rest. For now, though, just find a comfortable position. Adjust your pillow. Feel the softness beneath you. Take a slow, deep breath and let it out, letting your shoulders relax, your mind grow quiet. This is a story of ordinary things, the way people wash their hands, the smell of smoke in their homes, the steady rhythm of their days. In a time touched by a great sickness, the Black Death was a shadow across Europe, but tonight we'll linger on the small details, the repetitive tasks, the quiet acts of living. These are the stories of Somnus Sagas, calm, gentle, meant to lull you into peace. Close your eyes if you'd like, or let them grow heavy as we begin. Imagine you're in a small medieval town in the year 1347. The air is cool, the sky just beginning to lighten, a soft grey glow seeping through the cracks of wooden shutters. You're waking up, slowly, in a world far from our own. There's no hum of modern life, no running water, just the faint sounds of a village stirring. A rooster crows in the distance, its call soft, familiar. A cart creaks along a muddy street, its wheels turning slowly, steadily. You're about to step into a day filled with simple tasks, routines repeated day after day, in a world where life moves at a gentle pace. The Black Death is coming, but for now, the village is quiet, its people washing, working, living. Let your body sink deeper into your bed, your breathing slow and even as we drift into this distant time. This is Somnus Sagas, a place for rest, for calm, for stories that carry you softly towards sleep. Let's go there now, slowly, gently, as the modern world fades away and the medieval world opens before you. You wake in the dim light of dawn, your eyes adjusting to the faint glow slipping through the cracks of a wooden shutter. Your bed is a sack filled with straw, resting on the hard-packed dirt floor. The straw rustles softly as you move, a faint, dry sound, like leaves in a gentle breeze. It's coarse against your skin, slightly damp from the night's cool air. You feel small itches, tiny bites from fleas that share your bedding. They're always there, a constant presence, like the creak of the wooden walls or the smell of smoke lingering in the air. You lie there for a moment, listening to the soft breathing of your family nearby, your spouse, your children, perhaps your parents, all sleeping close together in this one small room. The warmth of their bodies keeps the chill away. You shift again, the straw crunching softly, and you scratch an itch on your arm. The fleas are part of life. Even the nobles have them, though their straw might be fresher. Outside, you hear the faint scamper of rats in the thatched roof, their tiny feet scratching. Rats are everywhere, in the walls, in the streets, in the grain stores. No one thinks much of them. They're as common as the mud underfoot. You rise slowly, your back stiff from the hard floor. The air smells of straw, of unwashed bodies, of last night's meal. You step toward a wooden basin, filled with water from the town well. The water is cold, cloudy, drawn yesterday. You dip your hands into it, splashing your face, the chill waking you. There's no soap, not the kind we know. Soap is rare, made from ashes and animal fat, a luxury. You rub your hands together, feeling the water slide over your skin, rinsing away the night's dust. It's a simple act, repeated every morning, a small moment of cleanliness. You dry your hands on a rough cloth, the fabric scratchy. You hang it carefully over the basin, ready for tomorrow. Your family stirs now, their movement slow, their breathing soft. You glance at them, their faces pale in the dim light, and you feel the quiet rhythm of the morning settling over you. There's work to be done, food to prepare, animals to tend. But for now, you move slowly, letting the day unfold. You step outside, into the narrow street of your village. The ground is soft with mud, churned by feet and cartwheels. The air smells of damp earth, of animal dung, of smoke from fires. You walk toward the town well, a bucket in hand, your steps steady and unhurried. The well is the heart of the village, where women gather, their voices low, sharing news. You nod to them, your bucket clinking against the stone edge as you lower it into the water below. The rope creaks softly, the bucket dipping into the cool depths. You pull it up, water sloshing gently, reflecting the grey sky. The water is cloudy, flecked with dirt, but it's what everyone uses. You carry the bucket home, the weight pulling at your arms, the water sloshing with each step. You set it by the fire, where it will warm for cooking, for washing dishes, for the day's tasks. Back inside, you prepare breakfast, a chunk of dark bread, coarse, baked from rye or barley. You break it with your hands, the crust cracking softly. There's ale to drink, not water. Water is for washing, cooking, but not drinking. Ale is safer, brewed with care, its faint bitterness familiar. You chew the bread slowly, its texture rough, filling your mouth with the taste of grain. Your day unfolds in tasks, each one familiar, repeated daily. If you're a farmer, you head to the fields, your boots sinking into the earth. You check the crops, wheat or barley swaying, their green tips catching the light. You pull weeds, the dirt clinging to your fingers. If you're a craftsman, you work with leather or wood, your tools moving in steady rhythms. If you're a merchant, you set up your stall, arranging goods on a worn table, calling softly to passers-by. The smells of the village surround you: manure, tanning leather, rotting fruit. You notice them, but they don't bother you. They're part of the air, part of the world. You pause to wipe sweat from your brow, your sleeve rough against your skin. You glance at the sky, clouds drifting slowly, and you feel the day settling over you, steady, calm. As you go about your tasks, you hear whispers. At the well, in the market, at the tavern, people speak of a sickness far away in the southern ports. They say ships arrived in Sicily, their sailors dead or dying, marked with black boils. You listen, your hands still moving, grinding grain or mending a garment. The words are troubling, but distant. You push the thoughts aside, focusing on the task, the weight of your tools, the rhythm of your work. But the whispers grow louder, day by day. A woman at the well speaks of a merchant, his face pale, telling of silent towns. Another mentions God's punishment for sins. A third whispers of poisoned wells, her voice fearful. You feel a chill, even as the sun warms your face. You shake your head, turning back to your work. There's bread to bake, clothes to mend, animals to feed. The routine grounds you, keeps the fear at bay. You return home in the evening, the air cooler, the light fading. You light a candle, its flame flickering, casting soft shadows. You wash your hands again, the water cold, the basin's edge smooth. You dry them carefully, the cloth familiar. You sit with your family, sharing bread and pottage, the fire crackling softly. You focus on the moment, the taste of the pottage, the warmth of the fire. You lie down, the straw rustling, your breathing slowing, matching the rhythm of the village outside. One morning, the air feels heavier. The whispers have become shouts. The sickness is here in your town. A family on the edge of the village, near the road, has fallen ill. You hear it at the well. The women's voices hushed, urgent. They speak of fever, of black boils, of swift death. You carry your bucket home, the water sloshing, your steps slower, your mind turning over the news. You notice changes, subtle at first. The market is quieter, fewer stalls, fewer voices. People move quickly, avoiding contact. You wash your hands more often, with vinegar, its sharp smell stinging your nose. You carry herbs, rosemary and thyme, tied with string. You hold them to your nose, passing a house marked with a red cross, a sign of sickness. The streets are emptier, the mud drying in patches. You see a cart piled with bodies, wrapped in cloth. The driver calls softly, "Bring out your dead." You turn away, focusing on the bucket's weight, the water's coolness. You walk home, herbs pressed to your face, their scent sharp, comforting. At home, you burn juniper branches, smoke curling upward, filling the room with a pungent haze. You believe it purifies the air, keeps sickness away. You sweep the floor, the broom scratching softly. You cook carefully, boiling vegetables, the steam rising. You eat in silence, the fires crackle, the only sound. Your family's face is pale in the dim light. You wash before bed, your hands moving slowly over the basin. The water is cold, the cloth rough, soothing. You lie down, the straw rustling, your body sinking. You hear a cough nearby, faint, unmistakable. You close your eyes, breathing slowly, letting the sound fade, letting your body relax deeper into the night. Days pass, and the plague spreads. The church bell tolls less often. Too many deaths to mark. You move through tasks with care, avoiding crowds, washing with vinegar water, its scent clinging to your skin. Others do the same, their movements slow, deliberate. Some carry pomanders, herbs and spices, their sweetness mixing with village smells. Others burn herbs, smoke drifting through windows, curling into the foggy air. You hear of plague doctors, men in long cloaks, faces hidden behind beaked masks. They carry sticks, pointing at patients, their movements methodical. You see one pass, his cloak rustling, the beak stuffed with lavender and mint. He marks a house with a red cross, his hand steady, a quiet warning. You turn away, clutching your herbs, breathing their scent, focusing on your task. You sweep your home, the broom moving in slow arcs, gathering dust. You check the water, refilling the basin, its weight familiar. You cook a simple meal, stirring the pot slowly, steam rising. You eat quietly, the wooden spoon smooth, the pottage warm. Your family sits close, their breathing soft, a small comfort. The village feels smaller, quieter. Fields lie untended, crops wilting. The market is nearly empty, the tavern half full. You avoid these places, keeping to your home, your routines. You wash clothes when you can, scrubbing with ash soap, the water cold. You hang them to dry, swaying in the breeze, a sign of normalcy. You lie down at night, the straw rustling, your body sinking. You hear the village settling, your breathing slowing, letting the day's fears slip away, carrying you towards sleep. The plague moves slowly, steadily, across the lands of Europe. You hear of it first from travelers, their voices low, their words drifting through the market like smoke. They speak of ports in Sicily, where ships arrived in October of 1347, their sails limp, their crews silent. The sickness spread from there, like ripples in a still pond, moving to Italy's mainland, to France, to Spain. You listen, your hands busy with a basket of grain, sifting it slowly, the kernels slipping through your fingers. Each day brings new stories, the same stories, repeated with small changes. A merchant speaks of Florence, its streets quiet, its churches full of prayers. A pilgrim tells of Marseille, where the air smells of death, where houses stand empty. You carry your herbs closer now, pressing them to your nose, their scent sharp, rosemary and thyme, a quiet shield against the news. You walk home, your steps slow, the bucket of water heavy in your hands, sloshing softly with each movement. The plague travels along roads, along trade routes, following the paths of merchants and pilgrims. You imagine it moving slowly, like fog creeping over the fields. It reaches towns like yours, one by one, its presence marked by red crosses on doors. By the creak of death carts in the night, you sweep your floor, the broom's bristles soft, gathering dust in small piles. You pause, listening, but the village is quiet, too quiet. You wash your hands again, the vinegar water cold, its sharp smell filling your nose. You rub your fingers together, slowly, feeling the liquid slide over your skin. The act is familiar, repeated many times each day. You dry your hands, the cloth rough, its texture worn. You glance out the window, the street empty, the sky grey. The plague is closer now, but you focus on the task, the broom, the basin, the steady rhythm of your day. You hear of cities far away, Paris, London, their markets closed, their bells silent. The sickness does not rush. It creeps, day by day, house by house. You light a fire, burning rosemary, its smoke curling upward, filling the room with a faint green scent. You believe it keeps the air clean, safe. You sit by the fire, stirring a pot of pottage, the steam rising slowly, the wooden spoon smooth in your hand. The world outside feels distant, but your home, your routines, they ground you. They keep you steady. Your breathing slows, matching the rhythm of the fire's crackle, the soft rustle of straw as you shift. The plague moves on, through towns, through years, but for now, you are here, in your small home, washing, cooking, living. Your body feels heavy, your eyes soft, as you sink deeper into the quiet of the moment. The plague changes everything, slowly, quietly. Your days, once predictable, now feel uncertain. You wake each morning, the straw bed rustling, its texture familiar but heavy with worry. You check your skin, your neck, your arms, feeling for aches, for swelling. You find nothing, but the fear lingers. You rise, moving to the basin, splashing cold water on your face, the chill grounding you. The act repeated, day after day. You walk to the well, but fewer women gather now. Their voices are hushed, their eyes wary. You lower your bucket, the rope creaking, the water sloshing as you pull it up. You carry it home, your steps slow, careful, avoiding the houses with red crosses. The streets are quieter, the mud drying in patches, untouched by feet. You notice the smells, less smoke from fires, less chatter from the market. The village feels still, like it's holding its breath. At home, you sweep the floor, the broom moving in slow arcs, gathering dust and bits of straw. You do this every day, the motion soothing, familiar. You light a fire, burning juniper, its smoke thick, pungent, curling through the room. You believe it cleans the air, protects your family. You stir the pottage, the wooden spoon circling the pot, the steam rising in soft curls. You eat slowly, the bread coarse, the ale bitter, the fire's warmth spreading through your hands. You avoid the market now, its stalls sparse, its voices few. You mend clothes instead, your needle moving in and out, the thread pulling tight, the fabric soft under your fingers. You wash less often, fearing water, its touch dangerous, they say. You use vinegar instead, wiping your hands, your face, the sharp scent stinging your nose. You change your linen shirt, believing it draws sickness from your skin, its texture cool, clean. Your family stays close, their faces pale, their movements slow. You speak less now, the air heavy with unspoken fears. You light a candle at night, its flame small, flickering, casting soft shadows. You lie down, the straw rustling, your body sinking into its shape. You hear a cough from a nearby house, faint, troubling. You breathe slowly, letting the sound fade, letting your body relax deeper into the quiet of the night. In your town, you hear of plague doctors, men who walk among the sick, their cloaks long, their masks strange, like birds with curved beaks. You see one in the street, his step slow, deliberate, his stick tapping the ground. His mask is filled with herbs, lavender, mint, their scent drifting as he passes. You pause, your broom still, watching him mark a house with a red cross. His hand steady, his presence quiet, like a shadow moving through the fog. These doctors are not the learned physicians of great cities, Most are ordinary men, barbers or apothecaries, hired by the town to face a sickness. They rise early, their mornings beginning in small rooms, washing their hands with vinegar, its sharp smell clinging to their skin. They dress carefully, pulling on waxed cloaks, leather gloves, boots that cover their ankles. They fill their masks with herbs, packing them tightly. Rosemary, thyme, camphor, believing these purify the air. Their days are long, repetitive, moving from house to house, checking for signs of plague. They carry a stick, pointing at swollen limbs, at black boils, never touching with their hands. They speak softly, their voices muffled by the mask, asking about fevers, about pain. They write notes, their quill scratching on parchment, recording deaths, marking houses. They order quarantines, families locked inside, their doors sealed with wooden planks. They try remedies, the same ones each day. They lance boils, the pus draining, the patient wincing. They apply poultices, herbs mixed with bread or vinegar, their hands steady, their movements slow. They bleed patients, cutting veins, letting blood drip into a bowl, believing it balances the body. They burn herbs, the smoke curling, filling sick rooms with a hazy scent. None of it works, not really, but they repeat the tasks, day after day, their routines unchanging. At night, they return to their rooms, alone, far from family, fearing they carry the sickness. They wash again, vinegar water cold, their hands moving slowly over the basin. They burn their clothes sometimes, the fabric curling in the fire, the smoke thick. They eat alone, bread and ale, their spoons clinking softly. They lie down, their bodies heavy, their minds filled with the day's work, the faces of the dying. You watch them from a distance, their cloaks swaying, their masks eerie in the dim light. You clutch your herbs, breathing their scent, rosemary, thyme, a small comfort. You sweep your floor, the broom scratching, the rhythm soothing. You feel your breathing slow, your body sinking as the plague doctor's shadow fades, as the village grows quiet, as you drift closer to sleep. The plague reshapes the world, slowly, steadily, like a river carving stone. You hear of towns emptied, fields abandoned, churches silent. You walk to the well, the bucket heavy, the rope creaking, and you notice fewer hands pulling water, fewer voices in the morning air. The village feels smaller, its rhythms broken, but you carry on, washing, cooking, living. Across Europe, life changes, markets close, their stalls bare, their cobblestones untouched. You imagine cities, Florence, Paris, their streets quiet, their bells still. You sweep your floor, the broom moving slowly, gathering dust. You think of the nobles fleeing to country estates, their carts creaking, their servants carrying water, washing linens, burning herbs. But the plague follows, creeping along roads, through villages, unstoppable. You hear of labor shortages, fields untended, crops wilting. You walk past empty houses, their doors marked, their windows dark. You carry your herbs, their scent sharp, rosemary, thyme, a quiet ritual. You wash your hands, the vinegar water cold. It smells stinging. You believe it protects you, keeps the air clean. You change your shirt, it's linen soft, believing it draws sickness from your skin. The church's power wanes, its prayers unanswered, its pews empty. You pass the churchyard, graves freshly dug, their earth soft, piled high. You see fewer priests, fewer sermons, fewer bells. You light a candle at home, its flame flickering, casting soft shadows. You stir pottage, the steam rising, the wooden spoon circling, the act repeated day after day. You hear of new laws in distant cities, Venice, Florence. They clean streets, cover wells, burn waste. You sweep your floor again, the broom's bristles soft, the dust gathering in small piles. You burn juniper, its smoke curling, filling your home with a pungent haze. You believe it keeps the sickness away, a small act, repeated daily, like washing, like cooking, like breathing. Your body feels heavy now, your breathing slow as you imagine these changes spreading across Europe, one town at a time. You lie down, the straw rustling, its texture familiar. The village is quiet, its streets empty, its smells fading. You feel your eyes grow heavy, your limbs soft as you sink deeper, deeper into the calm of the night. Time passes, and the plague begins to fade. Slowly, like fog lifting from the streets. Fewer houses bear the red cross. Fewer carts roll through the night. You wash with vinegar, carry your herbs, but the fear is less sharp. You return to routines, sweeping the floor, the broom scratching softly. You fetch water, the bucket creaking, bake bread, knead dough, its texture smooth. The village rebuilds slowly. New faces appear, survivors from other towns, filling empty homes. You hear of new laws, cleaner streets, protected wells. You wash your hands more often, vinegar's sting a comfort. You change your linen shirt, believing it draws impurities. You burn herbs less often, but keep a bundle nearby, just in case. You walk through fields, crops growing, their green tips catching sunlight. You work slowly, your hands in the soil, cool and soft. You feel the day's rhythm, life returning. The smells are familiar, smoke, manure, herbs, they blend together, a quiet reminder of your world. At night, you lie down, the straw rustling, your body sinking. You hear the village settling, life resuming, your breathing slows, your eyes heavy, the weight of the day melting away. You think of survivors, washing hands, lighting fires, continuing, and you feel peace, calm, as you drift towards sleep. And now, as you lie there, your body heavy, your breathing slow and steady, let the medieval world drift away, like smoke curling into the evening sky. The narrow streets, the smoky homes, the sharp scent of vinegar on the worn cloths, they fade gently, becoming a distant memory. You're here now, in your soft bed, your clean sheets, the modern world quiet and still around you. Feel the softness beneath you, the gentle weight of your blanket, the calm rhythm of your breath, rising and falling, slow and even. This has been a tale from Somnus Sagas, a story of simple routines, of hands washing, of fires burning in a time long past. If these quiet stories soothe you, if they carry you toward rest, consider liking and subscribing to Somnus Sagas. Your support helps us weave more tales, more gentle journeys, to guide you into peaceful sleep. But for now, there's nothing to do. Just let your mind drift. Let your body relax, deeper, deeper, into the softness beneath you. The Black Death was a time of struggle, but also of resilience, of people carrying on, day after day, washing their hands, sweeping their floors, stirring their pottage. They found ways to live, to continue, even in the shadow of sickness. And you, lying here, can let those stories settle. Let them fade as your mind grows quiet, as your body sinks into rest. Feel your shoulders soften, your arms grow heavy, your legs melting into the bed, each breath carrying you further into a place of calm. The smells of that distant world, the smoke, the herbs, the damp straw, they're gone now. All that remains is the warmth of your bed, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the quiet peace of this moment. Let your thoughts drift, like leaves floating on a slow stream. No need to hold on to them. The plague doctors, their beaked masks, their herb-filled cloaks, they fade into the shadows of history. The death carts, their wheels creaking on cobblestones, grow silent, their sound lost in the night. Your breathing is so slow now, so steady, each exhale taking you deeper, deeper into relaxation. Your eyelids are heavy, so heavy, perhaps already closed, resting softly. The medieval village, its muddy streets, its flickering candles. It's far away now, a world left behind. You're here, safe, comfortable, wrapped in the quiet of your own space. The weight of your body feels perfect, sinking into the mattress. Every muscle relaxed, every worry gone. Somnus Sagas is here for you, for nights like this, when you need a story to carry you away, to lull you into sleep. If you've enjoyed this journey, this gentle drift through history, a like or subscribe would mean so much, but that can wait. For now, there's only rest, only peace. Your mind is quiet, your body still, your breathing slow and deep. Each breath pulls you further into that soft space between wakefulness and dreams, where everything is calm, where everything is easy. The Black Death changed the world, but it's gone now, its lessons folded into time. You don't need to think of it anymore. Don't need to hold on to the images of vinegar washes, of rosemary smoke, of straw beds rustling in the dark. Let them go, let them drift, as your body sinks deeper, as your mind grows still. Sleep is so close now, a gentle tide, warm and soft, pulling you under. Feel it. Let it take you. Let it carry you into deep, peaceful, restful sleep. Your toes are heavy, your legs relaxed, your arms at rest. Your chest rises and falls, so slowly, so naturally. The world is quiet, the night is calm, and you are ready to let go completely. This is Somnus Sagas, a place for rest, for dreams, for stories that wrap you in peace. Drift now, drift deeper, into that warm, soft place where sleep waits for you. Good night, sleep well, sleep deeply as the world fades and you rest perfectly, completely in the quiet of the night.